And welcome back to my more important analysis videos on Friday 28th of October with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Antec Markets. Looking at cable now, it's still in a range. I still think this is going to play out as a range trade. You got the support that comes in around 120.80 area, which has been sort of tested a couple of times. But the market continues to sort of find support. It's not really, I mean, yes, you've had a couple of candles that was that Tuesday's candle negative, Wednesday's positive, Thursday's negative again, and today we found a little bit of support again. So I think it's just generally speaking, this is the range that we're looking at, and 120.80 seems to be the floor, up towards 123.30, and you're playing around within that range. You've got sort of the resistance. As I zoom in a bit, 22.50, mildly beaten. 22.70 was yesterday's high. In the wake of the GDP data, I might add, for the UK, which was strong, yet sterling was sold into. But you look at these hourly indicators, you think, well, it's still fairly range bound, really. And you've got the support again coming in around about that 21.50 area, which was Wednesday's low. And that's held yesterday and has held today, so that is the support. I mean, there's a mild bearish bias, you'd argue, with the moving averages falling away, but I wouldn't look at this and say this is going to be definitely breaking down imminently. I think the big caveat to that is obviously going to be this US data this afternoon, the growth data. If it comes in strongly, then you could certainly see a test of the 120.80 level. But in the absence of that surprise to the upside on GDP, I don't necessarily think this is going to be sort of selling off drastically. I think it is interesting that sterling has started to range just as gilt yields have been spiking higher, and obviously that growth data for the UK should help to sort of prevent. Is likely to prevent the Bank of England from cutting interest rates again. So that would be arguably supportive, I suppose, for cable. As I said, the caveat is going to be this GDP data this afternoon, but still, I think this is going to continue to be a range play. So 120.50 is initially resistance. 120.50 to 122. 122.50 to 122.70 is your initial resistance within that range, and the key support obviously 120.80. So I wish you good luck in your trading, and I'll speak to you later. Thank you.